Everyone, welcome to QAvalidation.com. So in this video we will see how we can download and set up Appium for Mac OS, and also we'll see how we can utilize the Appium to invoke the application or the iOS application on the iOS devices. That's we will use any kind of iOS emulators like iPhone 7 or iPhone 8 simulators. It's not the real devices. So if you have a Mac OS, then it will be easy for to follow these steps that I'm going to tell. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first thing first, so we need to install the Appium. So for that you need to go to the Appium desktop releases, and you will get the latest version of the Appium, that is Appium 1.5.0. Okay, so here two versions for the two different varieties of the Appium that is available for Mac OS. One is your Appium desktop for Mac, and another is Appium.dmg. So I tried with Appium desktop 1.5.0 mac.zip file, but there I got few issues with that, and then I have tried with the Appium.dmg and it worked fine for me. So I would suggest to download this particular file. Okay, so once you are downloaded, just click on that, and it will be installed in a as usual way. So once you have downloaded that, make sure that it will be under your application in the finder, so that it would be easy for you to access it for the next time. Okay, if not, that's fine. You have to find out where exactly the Appium is installed. Okay, so now I have already installed. Okay, so let me go to the spotlight search, and here you can say Appium, and then so the Appium application pops up here. Okay, so here you will see there are three tabs. That is actually same if you use Windows or Mac OS. Only the way we will be accessing iOS application will be different, and I'm showing the Mac OS here with the Appium because in Mac OS you can use for the testing of the Android and iOS both. So if you are using a Windows operating system, then you can only use the Android version only. You cannot install a iPhone simulator in the Windows. Okay, so it would be good if you have a Mac OS, so that you can test both of the devices, that is Android and OS. Okay, so here so it says simple tab. So let me quickly give my the IP address, that is my local host. You can leave as usual, or else you can give the 127.0.0.1 and leave the port as a default, and then say start server. Okay, so you can see it displays the server is running. It means that the Appium is up and running. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, that we need to get the source code of the application, iOS application. So again, there are two different ways that you can use your simulator. One is by using your Xcode, because most of the applications that is what you call that got developed by in for Android for iOS, sorry, for iOS, they mostly use Xcode. So I will be showing two different ways. One is if you have a .app file, then it is good. .app. If not, if you you should have the source code with you. Okay, so that is your written in Xcode or something. Okay, so now for that I'm going to switch to one of the Appium itself provided one of the Xcode based resource code, so that you can download that and build it with your Xcode. Okay, so first thing I will show you how to what do you call get that .app file by using your Xcode. Okay, for that the prerequisite is you should have the source code of the application. Okay, code. So let me first navigate to that source code folder, so that I can download that. Okay, so here you can see it is hosted in GitHub. Okay, I'll provide that link in the description, so that you can get that up. So okay, so here is the Appium source code. So for that, what I need to do, I need to first get the cloned version of that into my local, so that I can build it with my Xcode. Okay, so first thing, you need to open your terminal, and then here you have to type a command, that is git. Okay, and then clone, because you have to clone it, okay, the application. And here you can say recurse submodules, so submodule, okay. So here you have to give the git path so that you can get it from here, okay. So here you can click on this icon and then you will get it. And now here you have to paste it, okay. So you can see here, okay. So it says git clone, okay, space hyphen hyphen records hyphen submodules, and then the path of that project, okay. And that project should be end with dot git, okay. So once you run this particular command, it will download that source code into your current user profile, okay. So it will download all the files that is required for your Android iOS application. So it is done, okay. So the next thing what you need to do, search it if you have that file. So my username, and then here iOS UI catalog, okay. So you can see that is this is a Xcode project. So this now I have to open it with my Xcode, okay. So right click on that and see Xcode is my default, okay. So and installing the Xcode in your Mac OS is very easy. I'll give one link to download the Xcode so that you can. It's just a zip file or a .dmg file. You have to install it like as usual application. Okay. So okay. So here you can see the Xcode opened that particular project. So here, as you can see, if you are using for the first time your Xcode, you can see the Mac is providing so many, what do you call, the iOS simulators. I mean iOS or iPhone simulators, starting from your iPhone 5s to iPhone X, that is the latest version, and then you have iPad Pro and iPad Air as well. So that depending on your requirement and need, you can go with the application, I mean go with the simulator and select that. So for now I'm selecting iPhone 8 plus, okay. So iPhone 8 plus is selected, and now you have to click on the build and run. So what exactly it will do, it will create a .app file, okay. So it will open that particular iOS file, iOS app into your simulator. So let me show you quickly that. So I'm clicking on this, so it's compiling and building. So once it is done, you will see this. So build succeeded. So here you can see we got a new icon, that is the Android, sorry, the iOS one, okay. So you can see here, okay, and you can see the name here. Let me resize that, okay. So here you can see this is iPhone 8 plus, okay. So your application is up and running now. Now this is my application, but how do I link with my Appium so that I can inspect these particular elements, okay. So now what we need to do, we need to go to the Appium, and then we need to give certain what you call parameters related to this application, so that Appium can understand what application I need to open for that iPhone, okay. So let me close this. You don't need even the Xcode as well, okay. So let me close this one as well. And now, so we built and run, right? Now we need to see where exactly that app file is, okay. So for that, let me open my finder, and then here you have to go to your users, and then your particular the current user, go to library, and in this you have to go to developer, and then you have to go to, once you find out the developer, you have to go to Xcode, okay, because we are using Xcode to build that application, and then derived data, and then here you need to find out what kind of application. So for now I'm using the UI catalog, right? So here you have to go to build, and then products, and then debug iPhone simulator. So let me show you in a full screen, okay. So this is your application, okay. So what I can do, I can either copy paste to use for IPM, or else directly I can use this path, okay. So let me go to here and then say get info. Let me again zoom out, and then so here is your path, okay. So once you say your get info for that application, what you can do, you can copy paste this entire path. Okay. Okay, then let me close it. Okay. So I got my path. So I'll keep that note so that I can use in the next time. Okay. So now we are done. So what we exactly did? So we installed the Appium and Xcode. Okay. After that, we cloned that particular project, that is UI catalog project, and then we opened that with the Xcode. Once we opened, we build it for the first time so that we can get the .app file. And I have shown already where exactly you have to find your .app file. I can give that path as well into the description so that you can follow that. Okay. So let me minimize that, and our Appium is already running. So what you need to do, you have to go to the menu, Appium menu, and here you have to click on new session window. So it will open a new window for you. Okay. So here you can see again automatic server, custom servers, source labs, test object. So automatic server is your current what you call current machine that you are executing. Okay. So in this we have to give certain capabilities of that iOS application so that we can open the iOS application by using Appium and we can inspect the elements. Okay. So for that I need to give certain capabilities. So the first thing I need to give platform name. Let me maximize it so that you can see it clearly. Okay. So platform name. Now what is my platform name? That is iOS. Okay. And the next thing, so here you can see the JSON is automatically what you call converting. So whatever you are giving in this UI, that is automatically converting into JSON, because this JSON will send what you call to the IPM server so that it can identify your simulator. Okay. And the next thing is that device name. So device name will be your simulator. So as I shown before, that is my iPhone 8 plus. Okay. So you have to give the same. If you are using any other devices from that list, Xcode list, you have to give that simulator name. Okay. So the next thing is that we need to give no reset to true. This is I mean what you call optional, but I'm giving this one as an option. So this would be my boolean. Okay. So here I need to make it as true. And the second thing is that my platform version, I'll show you this one how to get it. Actually, you will see that in your simulator. So in your first time when you run your Xcode project and it opened that iOS simulator, right? iPhone simulator. There you can see the version. Okay. So platform spelling, yes, correct. So that is my 11.2. Okay. And the next thing I need to give the application path. Okay. So here I need to give the entire path. So I have already copy pasted that. Let me get that back again. So here is that. So here you can see. Okay. Here you can see your current user, library, developer, Xcode, and then go to your particular application, build products, debug. Let me expand this so that you can see it clearly. Okay. And debug simulator, in this I have to give the application name, that is UI catalog. So again let's see that so that we can get no confusion will be there. Okay. So this is UI catalog. So let me copy this name. Okay. Fine. Okay. So we got everything that we need. Okay. I think that is here I need to give this slash. Okay. So we are done with that. Now let's click on start session to see if the IPM is opening the simulator or not. So it's telling some problem with that. Let's see what is that problem. Okay, I think I need to give dot app. I'm not sure. Let me try it. Okay, so here you can see the simulator is opening. See, I was telling you about the platform version. You can see here, this is your see, iPhone 8 plus is your device name, and 11.2 is your version, that is iOS version. Okay, so here you can see it opened your simulator. Along with that, it will open your UI catalog. Okay, now so I can put it back so that I can open the Appium inspector. So here let me maximize this. So here you can see, so you can see the total application that is currently running on your iPhone simulator. Okay, and then now you can traverse through each of the element to see what it is. So you can click on this, and here you can see, so buttons and then the text. Okay, and even you can click here itself. So you can see here, so if you want to go inside this particular element, so let's say that you already identified all of these elements. Now one by one you want to go inside each list. Okay, so you can click here, and you can see here tab button. Once you click on tab, then okay, it's throwing some error. Let me, okay, 1 second. Okay, so go inside, go on this, and then tap. Okay, so you can see the second level of that list, what exactly it is there. Either another option, you can directly go here. So let's say I want to select on, I mean I want to, what do you call, identify this particular element. So what you can do now, I have opened in the simulator, and then just refresh it, so that it will fetch the current page that you that is on your simulator. And see, one of the good thing is that it's giving a what do you call a generated XPath or accessibility ID, name, level, value, all these things you can use it to automate that particular application. Okay, so this is one way that you can what do you call, open the iOS application into the Appium, and then you can use the iPhone simulators as well. So this particular app is there, right? So delete that, and you can use another option, that is bundle ID. Okay, and how do you get the bundle ID? That you can use in another way. So let me do one thing. Let me copy this one. Okay, and paste it under desktop. Okay, so let me paste here. Okay, so you can see, so let's say that you got this particular application from your developer and you copied it into the desktop. Okay, so you can use the bundle ID. So let me show you what is the bundle ID. So bundle ID Appium. So here you can see the desired capabilities that is required for Appium. Okay, so we have shown you the so I have shown you this option where you can give the app path, but there is another what do you call way, that is bundle ID. So let me search that quickly. Okay, so this is my bundle ID, and I think this is case sensitive, so I don't want to take any chance, so that we can directly do that. Okay, now how do I get the bundle ID? So let me open my terminal, and here I need to give OSS script, okay, hyphen e, and here you have to single quote start idf app, idf app, in double quote you have to give the path of that application, and just do a get info, and you will see the path of that application. So let me copy that, command C, and then here command V, and in this you have to give the UI catalog. Okay, catalog dot app. Okay, app. Okay, so here you can see it's giving you the what do you call, the cat bundle ID for that. So now let's copy this one. Okay, copy this and then paste it into the bundle ID here. Okay, so the second thing is that now let me do a start session. Okay, So here you can see the Appium is launching your application from the simulator. Okay, so it's the another way of if you don't have the source code, and again the same thing. So there is no difference once you get into the what do you call, once you get that iOS application into your Appium, then everything else is similar if you have used your Android application with in Windows OS before. Okay, so that's it for now. In the coming videos we will see how we can what do you call, utilize these element locators and automate the iOS application in Mac OS. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.